Yo, we got so much to cover. So much to cover. Welcome to Not Just Sports by Noel Epps. We got so much to talk about. So much to talk about. Again, we do it all here. We have sports, current topics, everything. Chris Williams, that ankle better be in order. That ankle better be in order. I don't want to hear no shit. We got so much to cover here. WAP, happy birthday, my guy. Happy birthday to WAP. Tunji, what's good with you, baby? Siobhan, we got so much to cover. Again, please like and share. Please like and share, because you ain't played in a month, Chris, so I don't hear no shit. We do good business. Raw sports and current topics. We have it all. Celebrities, rappers, actors, singers. We have it all. It's all about the NFL. Oh, Craig. I'm going to have to let Craig get some airtime today. Craig, I'm going to have to let you get some airtime if you can today. Dre Lazo, what's good? 6 p.m. Let me turn my headsets off. Slug, what's good, baby? What's good, Slug? 6 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, 6 p.m. Those are the show times. Don't forget my brother's show, which is Chris Epps Presents. Actually, I think he is on iHeartRadio now. I think he got a little bit of promotion. So we got that. Don't forget Slug, www.busamove.com. Party Bus for Kids. Party Bus for Kids, www.busamove.com. Party Bus. That means you got a girl, they got a glamour bus, video game bus, movie bus, and an activity bus. Bus pulls up right in front of your house. No cleanup. They do all that for you. All the kids party on the bus. www.busamove.com. Only in New York. Only in New York. Okay? Also, don't forget, Intercontinental Capital Group Incorporated is a direct lending mortgage bank specializing in... Where's my glasses? I don't know why I'm playing myself. All right, specializing in financing, home financing for 1 to 4 family, residential properties, condos, and co-ops. The Westbury, New York branch knows that life can be hectic. They also know that your finances don't have to be. So call Intercontinental Capital Group, who is committed to the idea of simple. Simple terms, simple conditions, and simple payments. ICG achieves simplicity through the ability to educate their borrowers on the mortgage process. ICG, Intercontinental Capital Group Incorporated, is even willing to have classes to teach the groups the ins and outs of the mortgage and financing process. ICG's credo is the building blocks to build to a better mortgage. Building blocks to a better mortgage, which describes the stepping stones that ICG is willing to create towards a viable and sustainable future. ICG is on your team. ICG is friendly, and most of all, ICG is trustworthy. So Intercontinental Capital Group, please go see them, and let's stop renting, and let's start owning. We know it's hard, so go see Intercontinental Capital Group Incorporated. You can contact the branch manager, Mrs. Stacy Saunders, at ICG, Intercontinental Capital Group Incorporated, at 1400 Old Country Road, Suite 200A, in Westbury, New York. Her office number is 516-723-6462. Her cell phone number is 516-984-4324. Her fax number is 516-706-4938. Her email is ssaunders@icghome.com. We got to get Mike Kelly on here too. We got to get Mike Kelly. I got to get Mike Kelly some time because, Wingfield was good. Precious, high pressures. Mace was good, baby. Okay, everybody, let's get started. Let's get started with the most recent news. Okay? Nah. Let me talk my shit. Hold up. We them boys. I told y'all we was gonna bust the Big Blue Dope's ass. The Big Blue Dope can't block a nosebleed. They can't block. You can't do shit without an offensive line. I told you. We had 6 sacks on poor Eli. And then here go. This is why you know people don't know what the hell they talking about with football. They want to blame Eli. How could you blame Eli when he is getting hit all goddamn night? All night he is being hit. That only goes to tell me UCLA QB's father criticizes Chip Kelly. Wow. That goes to tell me, hi baby. That goes to tell me that you know nothing about football. Go look at the elite quarterback. Listen, I'm not a big Eli fan. But goddamn it, right is right and wrong is wrong. Stop talking about Eli is the problem. Eli ain't the problem. Those 5 big blue dopes in front of Eli are the problem. They can't block. They couldn't block a simple linebacker D-line stunt. Simple stunts. Linebackers just running free. Simple stunts, 4-man stunts. That's high school shit. They couldn't block 4-man stunts all night long. They only got 6 sacks. If it wasn't for Saquon Barkley and his 11 to 12 catches, what does that mean to me? That means when Saquon Barkley has 11 to 12 catches, that means they can't push the ball down the field. Why can't they push the ball down the field? Because somebody is in Eli's face. Now, some of you are going to say, oh, well, Eli had Beckham open a couple of times. Eli's clock is sped up because he's being hit all night long. See, all quarterbacks have a clock. They all have a clock. They all know that I have 2 seconds with the ball. I have 3 seconds with the ball. Then they start seeing ghosts. Eli was seeing ghosts. And it ain't Eli's fault. It's the 5 big blue dopes in front of him. You had a journeyman center. And guess what? He went down. He's out for the season. And he's a journeyman. So if he's a journeyman, what is the next guy? Oh, the big blue dopes are in trouble. I told you, anybody who would listen, I told you that Cowboy defense is going to be better than you thought. I told you that Cowboy defense is going to be better. But no, y'all don't want to listen to me. Listen, I'm a football guy. I live this shit. I eat this shit. I breathe this shit. By the way, shout out to Nolan Epps. That's right. Shout out to my son, Nolan Epps, who is killing it right now. He is killing it. He's the second receiver in Suffolk County, second leading receiver in Suffolk County, and he's playing against the first one this week. So we're going to see what it is. We're going to talk about Josh Gordon because that shit is stupid. Steelers versus the Chiefs, we're going to talk about that shit too. Pump your brakes on Patrick Mahomes. Pump your brakes. But hold on, I'm talking about my motherfucking Cowboys. That's what I'm about to do. The big blue dopes can't block a nosebleed. They are just terrible. Listen, in any football, I don't give a damn if it's Pop Warner. I don't give a damn if it's junior high, high school, college, pro, Canadian, a minor league, semi-pro. Listen, if you don't have offensive linemen, you might as well pack your shit up. You cannot play without offensive linemen. They are the second most important group of people on the field. In the NFL, you cannot play. You cannot win in the NFL if your highest paid player is a receiver or a defensive tackle. You can't win in the NFL. I'm sorry. You can't win. You can't win. And you know why guys don't want to play offensive line? I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. You know why guys don't want to play offensive line in high school? You know why they don't want to play it in junior high? You know why they don't want to play it in semi-pro? You know why they don't want to play it? Because they got slob coaches. That's right. They got bum-ass coaches. Because these bum-ass coaches don't understand O-line play. So they make it boring for them. It's boring to go block the same guy every goddamn play. That's boring. Now, you put some counters in, you put some screens in. Listen, they big dudes, but they want to run too. They like to go knock the shit out of people. They want to run too. But if you tell them a pass set every down, if you tell them to drive block the man in front of them every down, that shit is boring. And that's why offensive linemen don't want to play in semi-pro. They don't want to play in high school. They don't want to play in junior high school because it's boring to them. And usually they're the most smart. They're the smartest people on the field. Sometimes, actually, most of the time. But the big blue dopes done put all their money in Odella. And guess what, people? Guess what? They messed up. Oh, they messed up. Barkley is a talent. Yes, he is a talent. But you got a 37-year-old quarterback. And you have no offensive line. None. You talk about Sola? If Sola was so good, the New England Patriots, yes, the New England Patriots, who have Tom Brady, would have never gotten rid of him. Wouldn't have let him walk if he was so good. Odell isn't the highest paid player in the NFL. He is the highest paid player on the Giants. Craig. Why does Craig come over here and just say wrong shit? He is the highest paid player on the Giants. Yes, more money than Eli. Yes. He's making more money than Eli. Here's the problem. You don't address that offensive line. See, it's different. When they don't address the offensive line in Seattle, it's because they have Russell Wilson. What's the difference between Russell Wilson and Seattle? Russell Wilson and Eli. Russell Wilson can move. Russell Wilson can run around. Eli is going to be right there. When they snap the ball, Eli going to be right there. Oh, they dare Eli to run. Matter of fact, Eli ran yesterday and almost got decapitated. They're all like, listen, Barkley is averaging 2 yards per carry. And he's good. Let me tell you why Barkley is good. Every single time he touched the ball last night, he made the first guy miss. I'm talking every single time he touched the ball last night, he made the first guy miss. Nyanka, what's up, baby? That O-line going to get Barkley hurt. That's a fact. So now, what's going to happen? Big Blue Dope fans? What's going to happen, Big Blue Dope fans? Your girl, Odella, is about to go off. How long before she act a complete fool on national TV? How long is it going to be before she kicking the net around, before she proposing to a net? How long will it be before Odella goes off? Y'all told her, Landon Collins sat in a press conference and told my man, we told Dak Prescott, we're going to stop Ezekiel Elliott and make you beat us. You don't tell no professional athlete that. What do you do? First play, boom, touchdown. He's a professional athlete with pride, just like everybody else. And Dak played very well last night. Do not get it twisted. He played very well last night. And then let me tell you something. The Cowboys defense is for real. is for real. Wait till the weed heads come back game 4. After game 4. Wait till all the weed heads come back. That Dallas Cowboy defense is for real. Listen, they only gave up 16 points to Carolina. Listen, they only gave up 3 points to the Big Blue Dopes. Yes, I know they scored a touchdown late, but they let them score it. 11 carries, 28 yards, 14 catches for 83. Not great, Barkley. Oh, hell no, that ain't great. But that ain't Barkley's fault. That ain't Barkley's fault. I don't care what type of football you play. If the girls play powder puff football, lingerie football, they play lingerie football, you have to have offensive linemen. I don't care. I don't care. Listen, I will take a defensive lineman, an athletic defensive lineman, and if he could block, oh, I will make him become a great offensive lineman. But see, now the Giants' money is all screwed up. I mean, the Big Blue Dope money is all jacked up because they got too much money invested in a wide receiver. Lingerie Football League is dope. You know that's right. You know that's right. Lingerie football special. I can't find it on the TV though. I wonder why. But let me tell you something. Guess what? The Cowboys are in first place, baby. That's right. The Cowboys are in first place, and the Big Blue Dopes are in last place. Did you see the Big Blue Dopes schedule? Oh, shit. Did you see their schedule? They could be 0-8 going into week 9. No. Eli this year is making $10 million. Okay, Craig. I can't fuss with you, Craig. Who signed the extension with doesn't kick into the... Okay, Craig. Okay, Craig. You're dead wrong, but okay, Craig. Whatever you believe. Now, because everybody in the NFC East is panicked, the Sheagles are going to bring back Carson Wentz way too early. Way too early. They're risking his boy's career. They are risking Carson Wentz's career. I can't wait to get Gary on here today. And we're going to talk with April on Wednesday. Oh, yeah. We're going to have a long talk with April on Women Wednesday. It's way too early for what, Kobe? It's way too early for what? The Giants are in last place. I mean, the Big Blue Dopes are in last place. The Deadskins are the Deadskins. They lost the game they should have won. Oh, Philadelphia, can they cover? They cover like the Steelers. Oh, Philly cover like the Steelers. And now we got, I'm telling you, the formula to win a Super Bowl. The formula to win a Super Bowl is, Wentz playing is way too early. Wentz playing is way too early. Way too early. They bringing him back too early. They risking that man's career. The formula to winning the Super Bowl is a defense and a running game. It looks like we playing defense and we got Zeke. I'm telling you. I called them to win the East. And y'all thought I was crazy. Win the East. That's exactly what they're going to do. Let me tell you something. Your boy Odella disappeared. You couldn't find him yesterday. I think he had 3 catches. Check this out. He has 14 catches on the season. Nolan Epps has 18. Ha ha! Ha ha! Your boy Odella has 14 catches in 2 games. Nolan Epps got 18 catches in 2 games. And y'all gave him the bag for what? What you give him the bag for? I'm trying to get that light out y'all's face. Y'all gave him the bag for what? Oh, the Big Blue Dopes is in trouble. Look at their schedule. Oh, they could be 0-8. And if they 0-8, oh my goodness, I can't even tell you how reckless my mouth is about to be. Oh, I can't even tell you how reckless my mouth is about to be. And Odella gonna snap. I'm telling y'all, he gonna snap. Now, I feel so good to have two good corners. Listen, you got to keep Lee healthy. But that defensive line, Kobe, that defensive line is treacherous. Dog Nuts was good. I know you, Dianca, you couldn't find Odella. You couldn't find her until she took her helmet off. Oh, hold up. We them boys. Do not get it twisted. The big blue dopes are in serious trouble. Not trouble, but serious trouble. Dog Nuts was one of them talking about, oh, the cowgirls this, the cowgirls that. I ain't heard from him since I had to borrow his lawnmower. Chris Stowers, shout out to Chris Stowers. He's a Tampa Bay fan. We're going to talk about them because Jameson Winston might have just lost his job. But you also got Tragic. You got Fitz Tragic too, so you got to be careful. Yeah, you got Fitz Tragic. He could be really bad. Look at this. Look at Kansas City. Just in a 7-on-7 tournament. Oh, we're going to talk about the Bears too. We're going to talk about the Bears too. The defense. Yo, Smalls. Yo, by the way, happy birthday, Larry Smalls. You big ugly bastard, you. Because you know, you one of them big niggas who really think he cute, but you're not. Okay? But happy birthday to you. Big, swole, ugly ass nigga. The defense do look amazing, though. Queens, stand up for your boy, Larry. Stand up for your man, Larry. Happy birthday, Larry. That defensive line is about to be a problem all year. Wait till all the weed heads come back. Next. Don't get it twisted. J-E-T-S. Jets. Don't get it twisted. Now, you want to hear the good and the bad about the Jets? Here's the good and the bad about the Jets. I'm going to give you the good first. Miami ain't scored that whole second half. I want y'all to be very, very aware of that. Miami didn't score the whole second half. Where is Mike Kelly? Because Mike Kelly got toys and shit. Where's Mike Kelly? They scored a whole second half. Be very clear on that. Pastor Bryant. Good evening, Pastor Bryant. I will watch my mouth. But just be clear. Miami scored a whole second half. That means that New York Jets defense is for real. We coming. I'm coming. We coming is right. The Jets are coming. But here's what happened with the Jets. I noticed it from the beginning of the game. As a coach, and I'm talking from a coach's perspective. As a coach, you always have the pulse of your team. You always have, you know if they're ready, you know if they're not ready, even emotionally. Even Jay Joyner, watch your mouth. Jay Joyner, head basketball coach at North Carolina A&T. Cousin of Shelton Jones. My head basketball coach at high school is his assistant. His assistant was his head coach. Shout out to Jay Joyner. And Jay Joyner, let me tell you real quick. Your point guard's little brother, you better recruit him now. You better get him now. Hold on. Second leading receiver in Suffolk County. Holla at your boy. Second leading receiver. Mike Kelly, stay right there. Second leading receiver. Say hello to the people. How it feel to be the second leading receiver in Suffolk County? Oh, say it again. It's supposed to be like that. That's how we do it here. Now, you're supposed to be number one. Now, there's a lawnmower out there. Get on that lawn. There's a lawnmower. Get on that lawn. Go change your shoes and shit. Get on that lawn. Hold on. Where's Mike Kelly? I'm going to give Mike Kelly some time. Mike Kelly got toys. He playing in the rain. Make sure that lawn is cut correctly. Jay Joyner, we got to teach him right, baby. Uh-oh. I'm beginning
What's up, boss brother?
Go ahead.
What's up, New York?
He's the only black.
You mind if my homeboy?
Go ahead.
Hey, you mind if my homeboy be on the show with you?
Go ahead. Where you at?
Right here, Ricky.
Another weed head, huh?
Oh yeah. Hey.
So,
what's good, man?
I'll tell you what happened with the Jets. As a coach, you have to pulse your team. That Jet team came out flat yesterday. They came out flat because they were so emotionally high in Detroit. It is so hard. That's why I always tell my team to be even keel. Don't be too high. Don't be too low. Be even keel. They were so high in Detroit when they played Miami. They was emotionally spent. You scored 20 points in the first half, and you didn't score again for the rest of the game. You want to
defense?
What happened?
Defense.
The Jets' defense.
Yeah, they straight.
Oh, okay. Just as long as you know. But you know when we go to Miami, you know it's about to be on and popping.
It's not going to happen, though. It's not going to happen.
Tannehill's performance?
No, only thing Tannehill doing wrong right now to me. Hold on, he's at the level now where he need to use his peripheral vision. But I love when he was scrambling on y'all. He definitely was killing y'all with his feet.
But did you love when his hand went numb all of a sudden? And when he cocked back to throw the ball, his hand went numb and he just dropped the ball. He ain't ready. He ain't never going to be ready.
Hey, we got pressure on your quarterback, too.
Well, our O-line is a little bit of an issue. It's a little bit of an issue, but we got a running game. Okay, you scored 20 points. And he turned off. Let me tell you the biggest play of the game. The biggest play of the game is the interception in the end zone. If we score there, y'all are about to lose.
And the play before the half. That was big.
Well, I was going to talk about that, but now you really getting under my skin. Because Todd Toilet Bowles, again, doesn't know how to manage the clock. Todd Toilet Bowles does not know how to manage a clock. He's terrible. He's a bad. People think, I'm going crazy on the black coach. No, he's bad. He don't know how to manage a clock. He does it every year.
Bruh, this Jet and Miami thing is going to be this way forever. It's always going to be something crazy.
Nolan, why are you cutting the lawn in those sneakers? Those are, first of all, those are Dante sneakers, ain't they? How do you know? Go cut the lawn in the sneakers you always cut the lawn in. What?
These are ripped. Look. Sneakers ain't no rip.
Okay. I don't want to hear his fucking.
Hey, don't be yelling at your kids in front of people.
Listen. Where my kids act up at is where they get it at. That's why they well behaved. Because they know their daddy ain't got a lick of goddamn sense. Man, Mike, what's good,
exactly.
Bro? Dolphins ain't going nowhere. Dolphins, let me tell you something. The Dolphins was exposed. They weren't exposed. They're in trouble. They were exposed.
We were not in trouble, man. We just gonna play football, man.
No, it's not just going to play football. Listen. Did you see New England? Did you see New England?
Yo, is nasty,
Did
bro.
you see New England? Mike, did he freeze? Mike, did you see New England?
Yeah.
Okay, that AFC East is wide open. Oh, that AFC East is wide open. That New England team ain't good.
Oh, yeah.
That New England team ain't good.
They not.
That's not a good team. They have no.
They're not.
And we're gonna talk about Josh. What's his name? Josh Gordon in a second, because that ain't gonna work either. We're gonna talk about that in a second. We still got Miami.
Who picked them up?
We still got Miami with Tannehill. As long as they got Tannehill, the Jets got a chance. And what's going on in Buffalo? Oh my goodness. We're gonna talk about that in a second. Listen, Vontaze Davis sees the writing on the wall. He said, listen. Let's talk about Vontaze Davis for a second. He said, listen. They keep running this trash. Nathaniel Peterman still puts on a jersey. He still puts on a jersey. So he's looking at the sideline every single time he sees Nathaniel Peterman. He gets nauseous because he knows Colin Kaepernick ain't got a job. So now he looked at them. He looked at his schedule. He said, damn, I got to see Tom Brady twice. Damn, I got to see Sam Darnold twice. Oh, I'm leaving this bitch right now. Not now, but right now. There's a difference between now and right now. Listen, he took his stuff off at halftime. Called the coach. The coach is supposed to be making adjustments. He called the coach in his office and said, I'm retiring. Oh, my goodness. Listen.
I think he's smoking weed.
Listen, the whole Buffalo team should have jumped his ass on his way out the door. How you just quit right in the middle of the game?
Hey, man. That's how I felt about Ricky Williams just quitting like that.
No.
That boy doing
Ricky
something.
Williams didn't do it in the middle of a game, though. He at least waited till the game was over, then retired. No, this dude played a half. He played a half and just left. Oh, listen, I only see that on basketball courts. I've never seen that. I've been in football for over 25 years. I've never seen that on a football field.
I never seen this happen either.
By a professional athlete? Oh, they should have jumped his ass out on his way out the door.
No, the world's crazy now, man. They got men cheerleaders now.
They did have men cheerleaders. Don't do that.
They got drag queen cheerleaders now.
Huh?
No, I know the ones that you pick up in the air. I'm talking about with the skirts on now. Though.
That are going up in the air now? They got men cheerleaders?
No, I'm talking about the men cheerleaders that we know, they picked up the women. These cats want to be the women.
Oh, man.
The world's changed, bro.
All right, man. I'm happy. I'm happy you're happy about this Miami win. I'm going to let you go so I can move on.
Yeah, you know.
What happened?
It's big when it comes to the Jets in Miami with me. You know that.
Okay.
That's all. We going to give y'all the broom again like last year.
Y'all ain't winning game 2.
Trust me.
Y'all ain't winning the next one. I promise you that.
Yes, we will. No.
Y'all ain't winning the next one. I promise you
that. No,
that.
don't make me send my Dolphins. Okay, I got one more thing to say, No. Why you bother me about my toys, man?
Listen, you a grown-ass man with inflatable dolphins.
And I'm a diehard fan.
What is wrong? You squeeze
those souvenirs.
What is the problem? I'm 47, so you're going to be 45, 46. I ain't got no inflatable dolls.
No, I'm 47. I'm 47. I'll be 48 in December.
So you're the same age as me, and you got toys.
They not toys. They not toys. Those are mammals. Respect them.
Okay. You even got names for them.
I'm pretty sure you got a cowboy bobblehead around the house somewhere.
No cowboy bobbleheads, no jerseys, no nothing. I'm grown.
Well, grown ain't got nothing to do with supporting your team.
All right, man, I'm gonna let you rock with that one. Derek Brower, what's good, baby?
I'm just
I'm gonna let
saying.
you rock with that one because I gotta move on.
Oh, hold on. Can I show you something?
Go ahead, show me. Do you better not pull out no goddamn Dolphins?
Nah, they chilling. They chilling. They still celebrating.
Let me show me something.
I ain't gonna show you nothing, man, because I got a lot. I'll wait till game 2.
Okay. I'll see you, baby.
All right, man. Peace.
Boy, big up.
Love you too, man.
That's my man right there. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's give him his time. Let's give him his time. Craig, why can't I add you, Craig? Why can't I add you, Craig? I'm trying to get you on, Craig. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Everybody's got to add next to their name except Craig. Why can't I add you, Craig? Why does dude keep cutting the lawnmower off? That's what I want to know. I'm trying to add you, Craig. I can't add you. So, but let's move on till Craig get his shit in order. Okay, so we did the Jets. We did the Cowboys. We touched on Vontaze Davis. Now let's touch on Josh Gordon. Excuse me. This Josh Gordon shit ain't gonna work. This Josh Gordon experiment ain't gonna work. Why are y'all getting all in a tizzy? First of all, to pick up the New England Patriot playbook is very difficult according to former New England Patriots. Josh Gordon don't strike me as intelligent. I'm sorry, but he don't strike me as smart. Let's call it what it is. He don't strike me as smart. Listen, let's break this down to his very last compound. The Cleveland Browns, who is the New England Patriot farm team, just look at all the history between the trades between those two. Okay, they gave this boy, Josh Gordon, about 6 years of chances. 6 years of chances. So give him easy routes. That's not how it works. That's not how it works in the NFL. That's not how it works. They have reads. They have complimentary routes. He might get an audible. He ain't gonna know nothing that's going on. That's the first thing. But Cleveland has worked with this man for 6 years. So all of a sudden they cut him. Oh, something ain't right. So y'all don't think something ain't right. So inside sources say that your man, Craig, I still can't add you. Your man was late to a meeting. He was Ida Negron. Hi, honey. Ida went to school with me. Ida, your family's looking beautiful. I see you out there, girl. But anyway, for Cleveland to cut Josh Gordon, there was something going on. So he, according to my inside sources, was late to a meeting. Bro, he can't be that dumb. Yes, he is dumb. When you look, Derek Brower, he is dumb. Every time an athlete turns away $3 to $4, $5 million for a joint, oh, he dumb. I'm sorry, you ain't gotta like it, but that's how I see it. He a dope. He ain't been broke long enough. He's a dummy. Yes, because he's getting high. See, when you're broke, you understand that you need this job and you might not want to get high. Oh, we all have jobs. Listen, some people are truck drivers. But guess what? They can't get high. They can't get high because they want to keep their job. Oh, wait, some people are police officers, corrections officers. I know corrections officers. that was smoking mad Tron. Stopped for 20 years. As soon as they retired, they started smoking Tron again. Yes. Don't make him football dumb. I don't give a damn. Don't try to separate the different levels of dumbness. Okay, football dumb, life dumb, money dumb. Don't separate the level of dumbness. He dumb, period. He ain't broke. He ain't been broke long enough. I trade places with his ass in a minute. He could be a top paid receiver in this league. But because he's dumb, that's right, dumb. Listen, Derek Brown, listen to me, bro. I grew up with weed in my life all my life. Okay? I grew up with weed in my life all my life. I know people who smoked weed for over 50 years. And if you told them you gave them $3 million a year, they would stop smoking weed. See, he ain't been broke long enough. Mike Irvin got high. Yeah, he got high. Know what Mike Irvin did? He ain't get caught. That's the difference. See, if you get caught, you bad at getting high. Just like if you sell drugs and you get caught, you a bad drug dealer. You a bad drug dealer if you sell drugs and get caught. If you cheat on your wife and you get caught, you're a bad cheater. That's the whole crux of the shit. Stephen A. voice, can't leave the weed alone. Yes! If you cheat on your wife and you constantly get caught, stop cheating. Because you're just bad at it. He's a weed head and he's bad at hiding. You know how many weed heads are in the NFL? You know how many weed heads are in the NFL? You know how many weed heads in the NBA? You know how many weed heads in Major League Baseball? You know how many weed heads in the NHL? You only hear about two getting caught. Josh Gordon. He's bad at smoking weed. Stop. You don't think the Cowboys hit this? Hell yeah, the Cowboys hit it. Listen, the Cowboys are paying for it now. They got so many weed heads on this goddamn team. Wait till week 4 when all of them come back. Come on, Derek. Derek, you deal with professional athletes. You know better. You know better, Derek. So back to why this New England Patriot, first of all, he wears number 12. Guess who wears number 12 in New England? Aha! Is he going to change his number? Guess who wears number 12? Allegedly, Gordon pulled his hamstring during a promo for something that wasn't team affiliated. So why you blaming Josh? Who else we gonna blame? Oh, this is an apologetic weed head guy. He wants to apologize for all the weed heads and their actions. I'm sorry, you don't get no apology from me if you smoking weed, get caught, if you choose a $10 worth of weed over a $3 million, $4 million, $5 million, $100 million contract. To me, the numbers just don't add up. Derek, I can't even believe that you arguing this. Ricky Williams stopped smoking weed so he could collect that check. Nobody's a bigger weed head than Ricky Williams. Ricky Williams stopped smoking weed. Ricky Williams was the real Cheech and Chong. He stopped smoking so he could collect the check. Randy Gregory, a weed head. Cowboy Day. Yes. I don't like Randy Gregory. Listen, he's with my team. I root for the jersey. I'm not like y'all. Y'all root for players. I root for the jersey. Randy Gregory, a weed head. Yes. That's why if Josh Gordon would have came to the Cowboys, he'd have fit right in. Try now. Let me see. No, Craig Davis. Nope. You got to turn your camera on, something. Ricky Williams left the game. Ricky Williams went hiking. He went to some Tibetan mountain or something. And then his stomach started growling, Derek Brower. His stomach started growling. His wife started asking for child support payments. So know what Ricky did? Ricky cut off that naughty ass, raggedy ass beard and stopped smoking weed. He got his act together and went to Miami. So Derek Brower, please know the history. Know the history. Ricky high as hell in China right now, yes. Ricky Williams said it's cool in Costa Rica, but I need to come. Yes. Because he had to. He had to get that bread. Yes. So Ricky was smart enough to choose the millions of dollars over the reefer. Reefer's a cheap high. Not only that, I mean, let's really think about it. How long is your career on an average in the NFL? Let's say for a wide receiver is 5 to 6 years. You can't stop smoking for 5 to 6 years? You can't stop smoking for 5 to 6 years to get this 100 million stacked up, and you can have the weed all ever you want. Just because weed is legal here ain't legal at your job. Alcohol is legal everywhere. You can't drink on your job. Why are you so hard on the? It's not the Giants. It's the big blue dopes. You know why I'm so hard on the big blue dopes? Because they had a chance. They had a chance to draft Sam Darnold, knowing that Eli was 37, knowing that O-line is a sieve, knowing Eli is a statue. And they thought if they take Barkley and pay Odella, that they was going back to somebody's Super Bowl. Shit. Know why Philadelphia was good? Look at their O-line. Ask Sam Hurd. Sam Hurd, ask Sam Hurd is right. Go ahead, ask Sam Hurd. But you can't take opioids from. Come on. What happened to Flushing High School team? Lorenzo, I got to tell you that behind the scenes. I can't tell you that on here. It's bullshit. But you can't take opioids. Come on, Derek. Come on, Derek. Stop trying to justify. Stop trying to compare opioids to weed. Stop it. Sam Hurd, go Google Sam Hurd, everybody. My camera is on. I don't know what the problem is. Let's see again. Okay, Craig, it's on now. I'm adding you, Craig Davis, right now. Yeah, Derek, he getting traded for the weed, but all the shit has done. Yo, now, I'm going to let you talk your shit, but talk your shit with some knowledge behind it. You got about 10 minutes. Go.
First of all, I'm not going to say anything about my quarterback. I'm gonna let you come to the realization yourself. I'm done talking about that. But you will come to that realization, believe me.
I will what?
You're going to come to that realization that he is the real deal. He is the one. See, you're trying to bait me right now. You're talking to you about him.
Did you see? What? Did you see that game, Craig?
In its entirety.
Did you see the Pittsburgh Steelers secondary?
Let me tell you.
I didn't ask you that. I asked you, did you see the Pittsburgh Steelers secondary?
I did.
Okay. How many passes did they break up? Did they actually break up? In 4 quarters of play.
None.
They broke up 0 passes in 4 quarters of play. That means it's a 7-on-7 tournament. God damn it, I could go out there and throw for 250 if they ain't gonna break up nothing. I could go out there and throw for 250 and 4 touchdowns. I'm telling you that right now.
You still got to make the throws. Am I correct?
Again,
Yeah,
if
am I
it's a
correct?
7-on-7
Your
tournament
question.
and they
Answer my
ain't breaking
question.
up shit.
No. How many QBs out there will have people wide open but just can't make the throws?
Hold on 1 second. Shout out to my man Buddy Baker, Buddy Baker is my childhood friend, and he's now the agent for the Griffin boy with one hand. Shout out to him. You bugging though, the kid is a problem. The kid is okay.
How many QBs can go into hostile environments? He's been in Denver last year. He's been in Pittsburgh this year, and he went to LA.
Please don't include last year's Denver team. He played against Denver when they were done. Stop.
Denver
Stop
started
talking
their
to me like I don't know football.
No, I'm not saying that, but they had all their starters in. I seen the game. Von Miller played. Okay?
He's the only one who played. They had the
no-fly zone defense. They were the number 3 defense last year. You can't talk to me about that.
Did Talib play in that game?
Yes.
Talib didn't play in that game. Talib did not play in that game.
He did. Look it up.
Let's sit here and talk bold-faced
Look it
lies.
up. Look it up. Okay? He went into Denver, won that game. Matter of fact, he went on the bench ahead, and they brought him back in because Denver made it close. Okay? And he won the game. Okay? So then he goes to San Diego. He goes to San Diego.
What are you coming on here to tell me today? Because that shit's going to change once it gets cold. Oh, they're great. They can throw the ball over the yard. Watch what happens when it gets cold. Go ahead. Tell me what's going to happen.
When it gets cold. Did he not win in Denver in the winter last year? You don't tell me he's not cold up there? Come on, no.
It was one of the nicest days in December in Denver history. On this one, bro. It was one of the nicest days in December history than when they played up there last year.
What are you talking about? Coming out of their mouth, man. What are you talking about? I seen the game.
You didn't look good in that Panther black on Saturday, homie. Just letting you know. Who? Panther black? Who are you talking to? Me or you?
Can't be talking to me.
Panther black? I don't know what are you talking about. But let's just talk reality.
All right, let's just talk about this. When I made my prediction,
let's just talk reality. The reality of this is this. You played the first game without Bosa.
Okay.
You played against the Chargers without Bosa.
Okay.
And you played against the Steelers, which is basically a junior high team right now.
No, against the Steelers, who are one of, I say, 4 teams that will always get calls or non-calls, and especially at home. Okay? The Steelers got away with murder yesterday with holding. How many times did they hold Justin Houston?
Yes, holding. Times? You can call holding every play. You can call holding every single play in the NFL.
Don't give me that because they called a phantom hold call on the Chiefs, a phantom hold call. It was a late call at that on the Chiefs when they sacked Roethlisberger and the ball was fumbled and they recovered it in the end zone. The Chiefs would have been up 35-0 in the first fucking quarter. Okay? And they called it back.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm tired of taking away points from the Chiefs. It happened in the playoffs with what's his name in Tennessee. Okay, they sacked that quarterback. The ball was still on his way down to the ground before they rolled the play dead.
Let me ask you a question.
Dead. I'm tired of them taking points away from the Chiefs. This kid's gonna end all of that, bro. Trust me, he's gonna end all of it.
Let me ask you a question.
All of it.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Are the Steelers a good team?
As long as Roethlisberger.
Are the Steelers a good team?
Yes, they are.
No, they're not. They're 0-2.
No.
They're 0-2.
They basically have the same team
of the NFL. They are not a good team. They may not even make the playoffs.
What?
You heard me. The Steelers might not even make the playoffs.
Oh, what was their record last year?
I don't know what. 10-6, 11-5,
no,
something like that.
11-5 or 12-4. They're a good team, okay? Stop it.
Oh my God.
Stop it. As long as
you're saying this Steelers team is the same as last year's Steelers
team. As long as Roethlisberger's their quarterback and they got a 12th man on the field wearing
Roethlisberger's been terrible away from Pittsburgh.
As long as they got a 12th man on the field wearing zebra stripes, they're going to be a good team, okay?
Oh my God. Okay. So what are you gonna do when you play a good defense? Because you haven't played one yet.
We gonna play the Rams this year. Oh, it's gonna get even better. Because by then,
now you know Andy Reid's track record. Chiefs is fool's gold. That is the truth. The Chiefs are fool's gold. That's a fact, Larry.
Listen here. Check it out.
Now,
you want to say stuff?
Let me ask you a question. You know Andy Reid's history.
You want to say something about
Reid?
Reid?
Do you know Andy Reid's history? Do you know Andy Reid's history?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know why
he
he
had him like 6 or 7 years now. But what I'm saying,
do you know Andy Reid's history? Yes or no?
Okay, yes.
Okay. Does Andy Reid always get out the gate fast?
Yes.
Okay. What happens after Thanksgiving? Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell me what happens after Thanksgiving with Andy Reid.
After Thanksgiving?
Oh, after Thanksgiving. Tell me what happened with Andy Reid all the time around that Thanksgiving period.
By that time, the teams are caught up to his scheme.
So this is nothing new to me. This is nothing new to me. And let me ask you another question before we bring Gary in. Would you do this? Would you have been 2-0 with Alex Smith?
I don't think so. Definitely,
what?
we wouldn't have
won
the game.
Stop!
We would not have.
Stop!
No. We would not have won that game yesterday.
Listen, the Steelers suck.
We would not have won that game yesterday.
You played San Diego without their
you're not even a Steelers fan, man. How can you sit up here and make a case for the Steelers? Or even against the Steelers? Really, you're making a case for them that they suck. The Steelers don't suck. Last year, they were 12-4, 13-3. They beat up on the Chiefs all the time. They don't suck.
You
they
think
make
the
playoffs every year.
You think the Steelers are good?
No.
No. You think the Steelers are good?
They're good. They're a playoff team. They're good.
They're not making the playoffs.
They're in the top 10 every year.
You know who's 0-2? The Big Blue Dopes, the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Buffalo Bills. Are any of those teams good?
Okay, let me ask you. Do you really think the Steelers are indicative of their record?
Yes, because they have no.
The only problem, the only difference is they don't have
Tell
belts.
me a player that's in the Pittsburgh Steelers secondary. Go ahead, I'll wait.
Yeah, you're gonna keep waiting because I can't say it. I can't give you that.
You're damn right you can't tell me. You're damn right you can't tell me. They're a bunch of no-names.
It's not the you know what? Their defense is suspect.
You can't tell me.
Their defense is suspect. But I don't want to hear any excuses.
I bet you know who's in the
I don't want to hear
Cowboys
any
secondary.
excuses. Their defense was
just who's in Seattle secondary.
Their defense was suspect last year.
You don't know who's in
Their
the
defense was
Pittsburgh
suspect
Steelers
last year. Their defense was suspect last year. You're not telling me anything new.
They did suck last year.
Were they not a good team, though?
They did suck last year. You
So
didn't see Tom Brady march down the field with
were they not a good
left in the game?
No, I don't know, man.
The game against that slob
right
secondary?
now, you're not really thinking about what you're saying, bro.
Did they not have a winning
record? Did they not have a winning record last year? And did
my
they not lose like 3 or 4 games?
Listen, Craig. Want to laugh, Craig? Calvin Lorenzo said, what does 0-2 mean? He got 16 games. Now, let me give him a little math before I tell you. Hold on. Let me give you a little math before I tell you who Calvin Lorenzo is. First of all, only 19% of the NFL history.
Larry Smalls, you're going to stop talking about the Chiefs like that.
Hold on. 19% of the teams that played in the NFL, in NFL history, has made the playoffs after starting 0-2. Calvin Lorenzo is also a Buffalo Bill fan. He's a Buffalo Bills fan. He had a player quit in the middle of the goddamn game. Walk out the locker room in the middle of the goddamn game. And he went home.
They deserve it,
He went home in the third quarter.
Bills deserve it.
Kelvin Lorenzo.
What did they did?
Kelvin Lorenzo.
For what they did to that quarterback last year, they
Artie
deserve it.
Burns.
Every bit of it.
Artie Burns. I don't know any.
Listen here.
This is not a racist statement. This is not a racist statement. I don't know any good Jewish cornerbacks. Sorry. He said Artie Burns. I don't know any good Jewish cornerbacks. I'm sorry. I just don't know. Good.
Was Seahorn Jewish? I don't know either. Was Seahorn
Artie
Jewish?
Burns. I don't know any good Jewish cornerbacks. Giants see out for the the Giants sent out for the season. He broke his leg on it. I thought it was 11. No, it's 19.
Listen here. And there was another thing why I want you to get me on here. I made predictions last week, all right? And you guys turned your nose up at it, right? What did I say about the Browns? That almost came to fruition, no.
Did they win, Craig?
No.
Did they win? Listen,
no.
I'm almost skinny.
The kicker missed 8 points worse.
Craig, stop talking about almost.
Worse.
Almost is only good at horseshoes.
The kicker
I'm
missed
almost
8
skinny.
points.
Stop talking about almost. Craig, did they win? Yes or no?
He missed 2 field goals and 2-point halves.
Craig, did they win?
That's 8
yes
points.
or no?
That's 8 points. Come on. They were up.
Craig, did they win?
13,
yes or no?
12-3 with 4 minutes left in the game. In New Orleans.
Craig, did they win? Yes or no?
Listen, y'all can say what y'all want.
Let's do this, Craig.
I'll tell
Let's
you one
do this,
thing.
Craig.
The Saints don't feel like they
Cleveland,
won.
You picked Cleveland.
The Saints don't feel like they won. And I know they didn't cover.
Could you go to the bookie and collect their money?
The bookie don't feel like they won. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, you feel like they won?
The bookie know they didn't win.
Oh, but could you collect your money from the bookie if you pick Cleveland?
Hell yeah.
Okay, we're done. We're done.
If I pick Cleveland, what are you talking about? Taking what? The spread or just the outright W?
Just the outright W.
Oh no, of course not. You're not gonna.
Okay, then stop talking to me what they almost did.
No,
stop
come on. You know what I'm talking about.
You almost cute.
You know what I'm talking about.
You almost handsome.
You know what I'm talking about, all right? Let's move on.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. It's about W's and L's. Period.
You said New England was gonna win. I told you Jacksonville was gonna win. Okay, they won. Okay, you said Kansas City was gonna lose. I told you they would win. They won. Okay. Who else? There was another team. There was one more team out there.
Craig, we can talk about that all goddamn day. Can't collect on a tie unless you pick it. He talk about they almost won. Stop talking to me about that pause shit either. Ronald Wakefield. I'm a grown ass man. I don't do pause. Learn to listen with context.
All I can say is,
learn to listen with context.
Cleveland is don't bet against Cleveland this year, y'all. Whatever.
Listen, the Jets play Cleveland on
y'all
Thursday.
better think real hard about that one this year.
The Jets play Cleveland on Thursday. The Jets gonna whoop Cleveland ass. Watch.
Again, you better think about that one, okay? Cleveland got a defense. Cleveland has a defense.
So what? No, so do the Jets. So do the Jets.
Drew Brees how that worked out, huh? Ask Drew Brees how that worked out. They were all over him.
The bottom line is
the last touchdown they scored was because he turned the ball over in their own territory at the 20-yard line. If Drew Brees can't get a touchdown, a game winning or not, from their own 20-yard line, it's time for him to hang it up. He's Drew Brees. Of course they're gonna score a touchdown.
Okay, you finished? The bottom line is, did Cleveland win?
In my heart, they did.
I don't give a fuck about your heart. Let's talk about reality. Did Cleveland win?
I know they didn't get the W.
Okay, thank you. Okay, have a great day, Craig.
All right, man.
You just delusional ass. Boy, that motherfucker is crazy. He's crazy. We're just waiting for Gary to come on. Them just gonna light them Browns up is a fact. We had a bad loss, a missed field goal, which, listen, he hired the kicker. Hugh, whatever the coach's name is, whatever his name is, hired the kicker. That whole organization is just rancid with losses. They don't know how to win. Hugh Jackson. But let's go back to Josh Gordon, because I was so rudely interrupted with Craig's nonsense. Josh Gordon ain't going to help the New England Patriots. Matter of fact, Josh Gordon may not even make it to that 10-game quota before the trade is void. He may not even make it. He don't want to stop smoking reefer. See, here's the problem with some black folks. There's a lot of black folks in here that are going to be mad at me, and I don't give a fuck. Some black folks don't know how to turn the nigga off. You heard me? I'm going to say it slowly. Some black folks don't know how to turn the nigga off. They don't. Josh Gordon's one of those people. He wants to be a full-time nigga. That's what he wants to be. He chose reefer over millions of dollars. He's made one bad decision after another. One bad decision after another. For 6 years, 6 years, Cleveland stood by him. And now they cut him. Y'all don't see that there's something wrong. There's something wrong. And then we hear that he pulled his hammy, called the NAACP. That he pulled his hammy at an unsanctioned event. So he out there playing 3-on-3 basketball somewhere in Cleveland. During the season, pulls his hammy, and limps into the Cleveland Brown office and says, "I'm hurt, coach. I can't play this week." Yeah, okay. We don't understand what's wrong with this. They're looking for that Brandon Cooks replacement to stretch the defense. I don't give a damn who they looking for. And here's another thing. Mid-season trades in the NFL don't work. I'm going to say it again. Mid-season trades in the NFL don't work. This ain't like Major League Baseball where you just make a trade, then you take your bats with you, go to another stadium, and you're up at the plate swinging again. No! This ain't basketball where you make a trade in the middle of the season, say hello to your teammates, and get... No! You now got to learn the playbook. You ever see an NFL playbook? You ever see an NFL playbook, Craig? Let me tell you what the NFL playbook is, Craig. Craig, go read a Bible. Go read a Bible and memorize it. Go get the Bible, because I'm pretty sure you have a Bible somewhere in your house. Get the Holy Bible and memorize it. That's what the NFL playbook is. Stop it, Noel. Smoking weed recreationally and socially accepted in mainstream society. Loads. Stop, Craig. Stop, Craig. We ain't talking about recreational. We ain't talking about socially accepted in mainstream society. We talk about socially accepted, not even socially. We talk about accepted in the NFL, accepted in the place of business. Craig, you drive a train. You can't smoke weed. Craig drive a train. He can't smoke weed. He gets a random, comes up positive, he is done. But see, Craig, you've been broke longer than these fortunate ass Negroes. A post-patent is a post-patent. Wow, is that what y'all think? Is that what you think, Craig? Craig, this is what a play may sound like in the NFL. Just to give you an example, you're in the huddle. I write Vicky X post Y Y out, silly, silly, silly left. So it's a play, just a typical play. I right, Z fade, X post, silly on the second count. Now you break the huddle. Ready? Break. And that's a short version of a play. Okay? Ready? Break. Now you break the huddle. Now this is on the second count, by the way, not the first count. So now he goes up to the Brady goes up to the line of scrimmage. Ready? Hit. Okay? But it's on the second count. He don't use the first count. So now it turns Ohio, check, Y screen, some other shit. Okay, all this shit is going on within 30 seconds. And you think it's just running a post route? You can't equate operating a train with lives in my hand to a jock. No. I'm not comparing that you have lives in your hand. I'm comparing that you cannot get high at your job. Just like the NFL says, you cannot get high at your job. Gordon going to kill with Brady and Gronk. Gordon ain't even going to get the playbook. He ain't going to understand the play. It's going to take him 2 weeks. It's going to take him 2 weeks to learn half the playbook. It's going to take him 2 weeks to learn half the playbook. Who are you kidding? That's why New England thinks they slick. New England thinks they slick. Oh, if he lasts 10 weeks, then they're showing this guy break his leg. If he lasts 10 weeks, then the trade will be the trade will go through if he lasts 10 weeks. He ain't even gonna play for 3 weeks. He ain't gonna play for 3 weeks. But there go Craig talking crazy. Somebody contact Gary. Where is Gary? So I'll go through this by myself. Eddie Alvarez, I'll go through this by myself until Craig gets on. Let's talk about this week's highlights in the NFL. We had the Ravens versus Cincinnati. Oh boy. Typical Ravens. They want to shit the bed. Oh. They want to shit the bed on national TV. Shit the bed. And then why can't Andy Dalton play like that all the time? Why can't he play like that all the time? Andy Dalton is fool's gold. He has an addiction. Oh, now it's an addiction. Stop. You want to be a weed head apologist. Okay? Again, I know people who smoke weed for 30 plus years. They would stop. Gary don't have any power, I don't think. No, Gary hit me up, said he's going to be on. They have, you're a weed head apologist. I know guys who smoke weed, people who smoke weed for over 30 plus years. If you offer $5 million to stop for 10 years, they would stop. Bengals are overrated. Bengals are 2-0. Bengals might win that division. Cardinals versus Atlanta. Please, Atlanta, fall back. The Cardinals are awful. They are disgusting. Please, fall back, Atlanta. Atlanta is another team that's fool's gold. Colts versus Skins. This is why the Skins will never win. The Skins will never win because they don't want to win. Skins don't win. The dead Skins don't win the games they're supposed to win. Don't forget that Brady calls plays straight from the line. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say to Craig over there. But Craig thinks that they just go in the huddle like he did at Pop Warner, and they say, yo, I right, bootleg right. Craig, run a post. That's not how a play is called. Sorry. A typical play is called, they give you formation, they give you the count, they give you the pass protection, they give you the routes. With the concept, 5 different things are usually going on in one play call. A play call could be up to 30 words. A play in the NFL could be a paragraph. It is not as simple as I right, dive right. That's what you did, Craig. That's his NFL is different. Dez needs a home. Dez, we'll talk about that in a second too, because it figures that you, Malik McCargo would want to support Dez Bryant. It figures that he would want to do that. Malik McCargo is the biggest headache on my team. One of the biggest headaches on my team. So it figures he would be a Dez fan. Dez don't have a job because Dez is an asshole. Dez don't have a job because Dez is a jerk. Dez don't have a job because Dez is a big mouth. Dez could have been with the Baltimore Ravens at $5 million a year. He could have been there. This is how you know Dez is a problem. Again, we don't use common sense when we watch sports. We don't use common sense. This is how you know Dez is a problem. The Cowboys didn't even want to restructure with Dez. Dez couldn't make $7 million a year. He'd have put the Cowboys over the salary cap. They wanted to get rid of Dez so bad that they didn't even want to restructure with him. Dez is a T.O. remix. I'm an asshole, but I got your back, coach. Listen, you say you got my back, but you talk about me like a savage when my head ain't right. When my head is not turned right, when I'm looking the other way. You question everything we do, just like Dez does. You do something wrong, and then you're the loudest guy. If you do something wrong, kind of fall back. Just like Dez does. Dez will run the wrong route, and then go on the sideline and bitch and complain how he not getting the ball. I'm a Cowboy fan. I know. Dez don't have a job because he's slow, and he runs. And that's the other part. Dez has lost a step. So you can't lose a step and have a big mouth. You can't lose a step and be an asshole. Dez don't have a job because of Dez. Don't get it fucked up. Dez is the biggest asshole in the locker room. Here you have Dak Prescott. You need to nurture a young quarterback. And you know what I like about Dak? Dak was like, listen, I'm not letting Dez force me to throw him the ball when he's covered. He gets no goddamn separation. Dez is No, Rodney. Dez is T.O. remixed. Dez is T.O. remixed. He is definitely T.O. remixed. Not ability-wise, because he don't have T.O.'s ability. But as far as the locker room is concerned, Dez is T.O. remixed. So again, the Deadskins lose a game that they should have won. So it's a typical Deadskins. They'll be a third place team because the big blue dopes are going to be last place. Houston versus the Titans. I'm surprised at Houston. How do you got Davian Clowney, Watt, Merciless, and y'all are playing such poor defense? Listen, I think I may have jumped the gun and made a bad trade. I traded the Chargers defense for the Texans defense. And the Texans defense has been bad. Not Michael Irvin, not Emmitt Smith, not that tight end. It's just Dez that just retired either. It's Dez Bryant. What does that mean? Not Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin, we all know Michael Irvin got high. The difference between Michael Irvin and Josh Gordon is Josh Gordon did not get caught. Michael Irvin was not Dez Bryant in the locker room. They loved Michael Irvin. Mike. Troy Aikman loved Michael Irvin. Emmett Smith loved Michael Irvin. I think I messed up. I think I messed up, Eddie Alvarez. I think I messed up bad. I don't know. I might want to make that trade. I messed up. Michael Irvin. They loved Michael Irvin. Not everybody loved Dez Bryant. Cowboys need Dez. No, they don't. Again, understand that Dez was a problem in the locker room. He was a problem. Jerry Jones is a savage. He promised T.O. and Dez Bryant they wasn't going anywhere. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. He never promised, especially Dez, nothing. He wouldn't even restructure with Dez. Romo loved Dez. Romo loves everybody. Romo didn't love Dez when he was running all those wrong routes. Romo took a lot of heat because of Dez. Dez is the Cowboys' all-time leader in touchdowns. Those other... So what? So what? Listen, y'all, the problem is y'all ain't coaches. Sometimes you got to get rid of the asshole, no matter how good he is. Again, I'm going to tell you all a story. I may have told you this story already once. When I was coaching basketball in the city, I had the #1 freshman in the city on my team. #1 freshman in the city. #1 point guard freshman in the city. So I'm thinking I'm set. Now, in the city, they don't have buses. They don't have buses in the city. This is how they do shit in the city. They give you a Metro card. The game is at Lehman High School in the Bronx. Meet us at Lehman High School. So the basketball team gets on the bus, the train, or whatever, and they meet at Lehman High School. That's how they do it in the city. In Long Island, you got a game in William Floyd. Okay, we meet at school, we get on the bus, the whole team goes together to William Floyd. I'm Long Island. So I'm used to getting on the bus and making sure all my team is there safe and sound. So I was selling bagels in the morning to raise money for buses because the school would not cover a bus fee. This kid Ray Arnold thought he was so good that he said, I ain't selling no goddamn bagels. He was good. I cut his ass. I cut him because he thought he was too good to sell bagels. Dak noodle arm and play calling was a problem. No, the play calling was fantastic last night. Dak's play was fantastic last night. And that defense was fantastic last night. Larry, I don't know what you was watching, but let's go on. Houston got me worried. Philadelphia versus Tampa Bay. Oh, my goodness. Jameson Winston, you may have just lost your job. Jameson Winston may have lost his job because your boy Fitzpatrick, a.k.a. Fitzmagic, a.k.a. Fitztragic. Yes, he could go from great to a shit show, dumpster fire, all in a week. All in a week, that could happen for Fitztragic, Fitzmagic, Fitzpatrick. He has back-to-back 400-yard games. Back-to-back 2 400-yard games. They whooped Philadelphia like it wasn't even on the field. They whooped Philadelphia ass. Wow. Jameson Winston, you better get it together, Jameson Winston, because you may be out of a job. You may be out of a job. I'm telling you. But that goddamn Fitzpatrick, Fitzmagic, Fitztragic history, woo! His history is crazy. He might have 5 picks next week. You never know with him. Kansas City versus Pittsburgh. We spoke a little bit about this earlier. Pat Mahomes, he looked all right. He looked good. I give him that. He looked good. But it was against the Pittsburgh Steelers defense, who had no pass breakups the whole game. They didn't deflect one pass the whole game. The goddamn Pittsburgh Steelers can't cover a bed, y'all. The Pittsburgh Steelers can't cover a bed. And the only reason why it was close is because, or it got kind of close, is because Ben Roethlisberger was trying to drag that team through. Otherwise, that Pittsburgh Steelers team is in trouble. They are 0-2. They may not even make the playoffs. They are in trouble. Cincinnati could win that division, with the Ravens in second place, Pittsburgh Steelers in third, Cleveland in fourth. Pittsburgh, oh my God, this is just terrible. Quintel, what's up, baby? Fuck Fitzpatrick. You can miss me with Fitzpatrick, bro. All he's good for is playing. There go Craig being in his feelings. Miami versus the Jets. I believe the Jets lost because they was so high in that Detroit game and they came out flat. Listen, if you've ever been on a team, if you've ever coached a team, there is a such thing as coming out flat. Especially, it is so hard to get your team back after they was riding high that week prior. That's why homecoming is kind of difficult. You want to win homecoming, you want your team ready, you want them high emotionally, but then the next week comes. It's hard to maintain that high. It's like a crackhead. A crackhead keeps smoking crack because he or she is chasing that first high. We're going to get to Eli in a second. Who's the DB coach? Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin is terrible. Mike Tomlin is terrible. Let's call it what it is. He's a great motivator. He's a shitty X and O guy. Chargers versus Buffalo. Really? Chargers whoop Buffalo ass so bad. Vontaze Davis said, listen, I quit. At halftime, he goes in the locker room, takes his shit off, gets his car keys, and goes home at halftime. Who does that? Listen, I'm going to tell you who does that. Me and my man Kendall, right? We had a job installing pools. Kendall is a white-collar guy through and through. He's not a blue-collar guy. So we was in Huntington installing pools, right? The ground was particularly hard that day, and Kendall was digging a hole. We had to dig a hole around the pool. Lunchtime came, right? Now this is my man. This is my guy. This is my brother. Lunchtime came. Lunchtime is now over. I went back to the job. They was like, yo, where's Kendall? Hey, I don't know. This is before cell phones and shit. Kendall ain't the most responsible guy, so he ain't had a beeper. Where's Kendall? Yeah, this nigga Kendall walked to a payphone, called his mother to pick him up at lunchtime. This is the same thing Vontaze Davis did. The same exact thing. Except Vontaze Davis had his own car. He took his car keys, went home. Kendall didn't even, this is my guy. This is my brother. Kendall didn't even tell me that he was quitting at lunchtime. He just quit. That's what Vontaze Davis did. Kendall was on here. Ask him. Davy will tell you. Quintero will tell you. Vontaze Davis just quit at halftime. Vontaze Davis said, look at this shit right here. Now, I'm going to tell you how this all went down. To halftime. Los Angeles Chargers 28, Buffalo Bills nothing. He goes in the locker room. He said he had a Jesus moment too. Jesus started talking to him. Listen, bro. Ain't no sense of you risking all these injuries. CTE. Look around you. Look in the locker room and look around you. Nathan Peterman he's still here. Nathan Peterman got a job, y'all. Go home. He said Jesus told him, go home. He went home. The man went home at halftime, y'all. This is a professional athlete. It's just like that boxer. Did y'all see that boxer? He was getting ready to box. Ding, ding. He walks to the locker room. Who does that? No. Mookie Thompson. Don't tell me he was allegedly contemplating this before the season. The season has started. It's too damn late. Don't be apologizing for him quitting. He quit on his teammates. Let me tell you something. If it was my teammates, they should have jumped his ass at the gate. Where you going, homie? Nah. Jesus told me that I should go home. Jesus told you, man, if you don't put your equipment on, we gonna whoop your ass. The whole team should have whooped his ass. Even Nathan Peterman should have whooped his ass. The man knew it was time. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Before you're a football player, you're a man. Before you're a football player, you are a man. Men just don't leave their teammates high and dry. He the type of dude that'll leave his kids. Quit when the game is over. Yes, when the game is over, go to the podium and say, listen, I'm retiring. I understand that. Okay? Don't tell me you quitting at halftime. Fake an injury. Fake an injury, then retire. Don't quit at He's the type of dude that'll walk out on his family. That's the type of dude he is. He will walk out on his kids. Doug getting hurt at the Pitts game. Doug getting hurt at the Pitts game. Where was I? I wasn't at the Pitts game. I don't know what happened. Nobody ever told me what happened. Explain to me what happened. He the type of dude that'll walk out on his family. Shit got hard. I got to go. He a sucker. Just like Quinn said, play the game, fake an injury, then quit. You don't quit in the middle of nobody's game. These dudes are spoiled. That's not even spoiled shit, Ricky Chavis. That's not even spoiled shit. That's sucker shit. That's a straight sucker move, period. No way I disagree. What? Andy, Andy, you're gonna sit here and tell me you are agreeing with a man that quits on his team at halftime? Halftime. You don't quit at halftime? But, hold on, I gotta talk to Andy. I gotta see what Andy's talking about, because Andy got me all riled up. He said, oh, just making my conversation. Hold on, I gotta talk to Andy. Andy done got me all riled up. Where Andy at? Oh, he ain't one of my friends or whatever. Because I don't even understand that foolishness. We will never understand what they think. Oh, yes, we will understand what they think, because I'm very close to that community. Oh, I'm very close to that community. You may not understand what they think. I understand what they think. I'm very close to that NFL community, believe it or not. I'm very close to athletes. and their psychology, their psyche. One thing about professional athletes that separate them from any other group of athletes, these are arrogant people. These are pompous, arrogant people. They believe they can walk through motherfucking fire in a gasoline suit. These people believe they're indestructible. And guess what? They need to think like that in order to succeed. Barry Bonds is that arrogant son of a bitch. Alex Rodriguez is that arrogant son of a bitch. Tom Brady is that arrogant son of a bitch. Sam Darnold is that arrogant son of a bitch. Wayne Gretzky is arrogant. They need to think like that in order to be great. Vontaze Davis is a professional athlete in a team, in the ultimate team sport. Not only is he a professional athlete, he's a starter. That son of a bitch walked out the locker room and went home. Are you all Ricky Chavis? Tell me who your favorite athlete is. They're all divas. They're all divas. Derek Jeter is a diva. They're all divas. They have to believe that way. They have to think that way. What do you believe is the reason for him quitting on his team? Because he's selfish. Jesus ain't spoke to that man. He's selfish. That's why he quit. He need his ass beat. He is selfish. You can't be a selfish football player. Don't work. That man walked off the field in the middle of the game. And whoever agrees with that, please don't play on any of my teams that I coach, or don't even be my teammate. Don't even be like anything that has to do with competition. Don't fuck with me. Because I couldn't, Diva couldn't take the pressure. I couldn't even deal with you. I can't even deal with you. Listen, I coach a football team. I got 51 players on my team. Okay, listen to me. I want 51 divas. I want 51 guys that walk around this motherfucker like they shit don't stink. Hell, let me tell you something. Let me give you some real talk. I'm a diva. I'm a diva. I walk around football fields like my shit don't stink. I walk around basketball courts like my shit don't stink. I walk around softball and baseball fields like my shit don't stink. You know why? Because they won't follow a sucker. They won't follow somebody who's in the corner cowering. You got to be a leader. You got to walk around you got to peacock. Shit. Never know what's going on with someone. Oh, no. Know who's cowering now? Look who's apologizing. I just told y'all the story about Kendall Seegers. Here's Kendall right here. Look, never know what's going on with someone. Maybe he has serious mental health issues. Kanye Sharp. Kendall's the same guy who was at the pool company with us, who called his moms to come pick him up from Huntington at lunchtime. Kendall did the same exact thing Vontaze Davis did. Don't tell me about no goddamn mental issues. Josh Gordon quit on the Browns. Josh Gordon quit on himself. Josh Gordon quit on himself. Minnesota versus the Green Bay Packers. Minnesota is about to cut their kicker. They're about to get Dan Bailey. Once they get Dan Bailey, they're going to the Super Bowl. Can you tell them about how I saved your job? Oh, okay. So we're gonna tell how Kendall saved my job. So me and Kendall, again, this is the pool company. So me and Kendall are working together. We're installing pools. This is hard work. He talked to Hat. So I just had my son Dante at the time. I'm newly married. I got a car. I'm picking Kendall up. I'm dropping my wife off at the train station and picking Kendall up to go to work every day. I don't even have a phone at this time. So the only way to contact me is to contact Kendall. So apparently they called Kendall and told Kendall we was fired. Now, Kendall gets in the car every morning. He won't shut the fuck up. He's full of energy. Yada, yada, yada. This one day, Kendall ain't saying shit. We was fired, and I didn't even know it. Kendall let us drive all the way to Deer Park from Amityville, all the way to Deer Park. He ain't said shit. And this particular, we always got there like 15, 20 minutes early, so we sitting in the car or whatever. This particular day, Kendall jumps out the car and runs in the building. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? He goes and has this 15-minute talk, comes back, breathing heavy. Whew. I just saved our jobs. What do you mean you just saved our jobs? I'm getting ready to go to work. Nah, man, we was fired. We was fired? The fuck you mean we was fired? Yeah, man, they called me earlier this morning and said we was fired. Like, this motherfucker is crazy. Kendall went in there, saved our jobs. A week later, walks off the job. Incredible. Incredible. I just started fucking with Kendall and work right after that. Never, ever, ever did I work with Kendall again. So Minnesota, Vikings got Bailey already? Well, guess what? He's just the most accurate kicker in NFL history. So now guess what? The Vikings will be in the running for a Super Bowl again. Okay? I think the Saints are going to the Super Bowl, but they've been looking quite shaky lately. Oh, let's talk about it. The Browns versus the Saints. Craig wants to be happy because they almost won. They almost won. So Craig is ecstatic about that. Okay? The Browns wasn't beating the Saints in New Orleans. It was not happening. Craig, not happening. Okay? Lions versus the Niners. The Lions are a tragedy. That coach may get fired at the end of the year. We got fired because Noel was asleep in somebody's hammock on the job. That's a lie. That's a lie. Okay. Cardinals versus Rams. The Cardinals, the Buffalo Bills, the Lions may be the worst teams in the NFL. That was just a slaughter. Cardinals are terrible. Get Josh Rosen ready. Not everybody can handle pressure. Ricky, say that to me if he was in the league 1 year. Even if he was in the league 2 years. Tell me he retired, he walked out the locker room because he couldn't handle pressure. He was in the league 10 years. He was in the league 10 years. So that means, let's say he played every game. That means he played at least 160 NFL games. Don't make excuses for the man. Don't make excuses for the man. The Saints are not going anywhere near a Super Bowl. Okay. You said Minnesota and New Orleans going? No. They can't go. They're in the same conference. Okay. What I'm telling you is Minnesota and New Orleans will be playing in the championship game again. They will be playing again. Watch. But this time, New Orleans is going to win. Cards, Rams, New England, Jacksonville. Oh, this is a game I wanted to talk about. Let me tell you something. New England looked quite regular. New England looked quite regular. And I wish Gary was here because Gary got, what's that boy name? The quarterback. Quarterback for Jacksonville. Goddamn, I'm drawing a blank. What's the quarterback from Jacksonville's name? Bortles, Blake Bortles. Gary got Blake Bortles winning the MVP. Gary got Blake Bortles winning the NFL MVP. I'll be damned if Blake Bortles didn't look like the MVP yesterday. Oh, Blake Bortles played his ass off yesterday. Oh, if you don't see how you got to beat New England, then you ain't watching. And because they have no wide receivers, they took Gronk away from him. Gronk may have touched the ball 3 times the whole game. Huh? They got who? Okay. So you think Josh Gordon going to be good with New England? He going to take 2 weeks to learn the playbook. He got a hamstring injury already. He get high. He still get high. You think he stopped getting high? I'm telling y'all, don't tell me about Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon already has a hamstring injury. Josh Gordon's got to learn that playbook, okay? If you don't know what a playbook, how to learn an NFL playbook, go get your Bible and go learn it. Go get your Bible and go learn your NFL. That's what an NFL playbook is like. New England is regular. That defense is terrible. New England's defense is terrible. So what does that mean? That means the AFC East is wide open. AFC East is wide open. Everybody 1-1 except Buffalo. Jags will cool off. That's a lie. Defense don't cool off. Offense cools off. Offense cools off. But let me tell you, when you got a shit talker, you know why shit talkers talk shit in sports? Pump your brakes, Lowell. Amendola wasn't there. This motherfucker talking about Amendola. Amendola's a non-factor. What the fuck? What are you talking about? Amendola. You make me curse. Wasn't there, and now they have Gordon. Gordon, okay. Is Gordon hurt right now? Is Gordon hurt right now? I'm going to answer you, yes. Gordon is currently hurt. He has a hamstring injury. So now, is Gordon going to learn that playbook in 2 weeks? Hell to the no-no. Hell to the no-no. That playbook ain't easy to learn. Is Gordon going to show up to meetings on time? Hell to the no-no. Believe who he is. Believe what you see. Believe who he is. Weed is more important than football to him. And I heard the weed in Boston is good. Yes, he about to be fucked up in the game. Listen to the coach. Listen to the type of coach he has. Now, be clear. New England is known to give people second chances. They've had a murderer. They've had drug addicts. They've had fighters. They've had it all on their team. They've had jerks. They've had it all on their team. But they have very low tolerance for stupid shit. Bill Belichick has told him this. Listen, we're going to bring your little raggedy weed head ass on. And then guess what? You got one chance. You got one chance, Mr. Gordon. And as soon as you fuck up, I'm shipping your ass out of town. That's exactly how that conversation went down. Now, I'm going to tell you again, and black folks, y'all are going to be mad at me. There are black people who don't know how to hide the nigger in them. There are black, y'all understand, y'all don't like me saying this? There are black people who don't know how to put Joe Nigger in the closet. Now, I can't even say Joe Nigger. Joe Quan Nigger. They don't know how to put Joe Quan. Josh Gordon is one of those black dudes. He don't know how to put Joe Quan Nigger in the closet. You can't work in $1 million industry and be a full-time nigga. You ain't a rapper. Even rappers ain't full-time niggas. You think Jay-Z is talking that Puff Daddy shit to Harvey Weinstein? Do you think that? Do you think Jay-Z is talking that Kanye West shit to Paul, what's his name? What's the guy who runs the Seahawks? Nolan? Craig don't like when I pull the curtain back on black folks. Craig don't like that. Craig is borderline racist. Craig don't like that. You think Jay-Z walks into meetings with Tom Ford the same way he walks into meetings with Method Man? Is that what you think? No, come on, guy, you reaching now. No, I'm not reaching. Josh Gordon don't know how to turn Jaquan nigga off. Again, you ain't gotta like it. You ain't gotta like it. A lot of people don't like the truth. A lot of people don't like the truth. I don't like when people, Paul Allen. You think Jay-Z walks into the meeting the same way with Method Man that he does with Paul Allen? Come on, this is the problem. Listen, I don't like it when people call me fat. It's the truth. I don't like it. It pisses me off. But it's the truth. See, y'all don't like, black people don't, black folks, Hispanic folks don't like when another black man is telling them the truth in front of white America. Oh, they can't stand that shit. They can't stand that shit. When black folks tell another black man the truth about black folks in front of white folks, oh, y'all don't like that shit. But when Noel comes on here and he tells white folks about their truth, y'all love that shit. Oh, no. See, this is equal opportunity truth in here. This is equal opportunity truth serum in this group. If you come on here, you getting the Spanish truth, you getting the white folk truth, you getting the black folk truth, you getting the Asian man truth, you getting all them truths. You ain't gotta like it. It's that truth. White people smoke weed too. Who said white people don't smoke weed, Craig? See, Craig, you like to pick and choose shit. Who said white people don't smoke weed, Craig? Who said that? I said, Craig, Josh Gordon don't know how to turn the nigger off in him. That's what I said. I have always found Gordon to be an eloquent dude. See, Kendall don't know what the fuck he talking about either. Kendall act like he spoke to the motherfucker. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. We're not even doing that, Kendall. I'm not even reading the rest of this shit. I'm not even reading the rest of this shit. Ricky Williams was an eloquent dude. I've seen Josh Gordon interact with other people, with other black folks, and with his pants hanging off his ass, his jewelry dripping. Oh yeah, his mouth slugged up, and be right there unapologetic in front of white folks. Okay, Ricky Williams is eloquent. Whether you like it or not, there's times when you have to be corporate. You don't have to like it. You don't have to like it, but it's the truth. Warren Buffett, I'm willing to bet you, even when conducting business, I bet you Warren Buffett has, again, Craig, let me say this for you, Craig. Craig, I did not think that white folks don't smoke weed, Craig. Craig, I did not think white folks don't smoke weed, Craig. Maybe you'll understand that. God damn. Josh Gordon is a drug addict first. Now we're going to make excuses for being a drug addict. Now we're going to make excuses for drug addicts. Sorry, I am unapologetic. Drugs, $5 million. To me, it's a no-brainer. Okay? Y'all go ahead with y'all. Listen, y'all gonna be mad at me all goddamn day. Y'all gonna be mad at me because I have no problem being Totally against, and not even checking for the bullshit. Right. He's an addict. I can barely stop eating cheeseburgers for $1 million. Hey, listen, listen, listen. I'm a fat mess. I'm a fat mess. Listen, I am down to 365. Okay? I was at 389. I'm down to 365. If you told me you're going to give me $5 million, but you got to stop eating cheeseburgers, I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't touch a cheeseburger. I touch a steak. I touch a chicken sandwich. And I love cheeseburgers. Ricky Williams was a nerd, a quiet one at that. But when they told Ricky Williams, yo, you got to smoke weed or get this check, okay, his ass went to China, grew a beard, came back. That bitch was hungry, couldn't afford to get a goddamn haircut, and he decided, listen, I got to stop smoking this weed so I can get this bag. Boy, this is the new wave. Black folks being apologetic for weed heads. This is the new wave. No, I'm not either. But you negatively label socially him when he does. What? You want to apologize for somebody smoking reefer as opposed to collecting $5 million? Do you see how stupid that sounds? How ignorant that sounds? You, Craig, the reason you... I'm not saying the reason why you don't, because I don't know if you ever smoked weed or anything like that. But you can't smoke weed because of your job, because if you lose your job, you're fucked. Regular people can't talk about what millionaires do because, Ricky Chavis, I'm sorry. You are 100% wrong. I've been broke a long time. I know I would stop eating cheeseburgers and smoking weed for $5 million. I would drive by every McDonald's in America for $5 million. You could stop eating chicken for $40 million. For $40 million, I wouldn't eat a burger. For $40 million, I become a vegetarian. Yes, yes, yes. 40 million, I'd become a vegetarian. You haven't been broke long enough. For 40 million, I'd become a straight vegetarian. I don't know. Y'all don't know me that well. You're crazy as shit. Not giving excuses, but until you do what they do, we'll never know. Again, Ricky Chavis, I'm very close to that NFL football world. I'm very close to that world. I'm telling you, I would become a straight vegetarian. I call it waste of time, though. If he loved the game and the team, he would stop, period. There's some truth to that. There's some truth to that, Rodney. You ain't that broke. You ain't that broke. You ain't been in poverty. You ain't been in poverty long enough. If you can't stop smoking reefer for $5 million, you ain't been in enough poverty. There's no poverty you've been in. You are what they call a fortunate Negro. That's what you are. You are a fortunate Negro. No, what's ignorant is you not accepting it, being an addict, yeah, it's more acceptable. No, being an addict is acceptable. Craig, being an addict is an acceptable excuse for you. Being an addict is an acceptable excuse for you. Being an addict is not an acceptable excuse. Listen, I know weed addicts. Again, I'm going to tell you again. I've been in the reefer world since 1971. I know reefer addicts. If you told them they could give you $5 million to stop smoking reefer for 3 years. They would stop. I know these people. You totally see weed as a voluntary action. If it were coke, no, 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 Kendall, no, Kendall. I see it all as the same shit depending on your job. If you work at a job where they say, okay, smoking weed is okay and you can still collect your check, cool, smoke weed. If your job says you cannot smoke weed and you cannot collect your check, there's a problem. So weed, coke, and all that shit is under the same umbrella to me, depending on the rules. But fat people lose weight, but most gain it back. Diabetics shouldn't have sugar, but they load. Listen. Don't compare. Listen, if they told me tomorrow, listen, you fat bastard, if you lose 100 pounds by, if you lose 100 pounds in a year, okay, we will give you $5 million if you lose 100 pounds in a year. Everything in this motherfucking cabinets is going in the garbage. Everything. My whole family's about to be pissed off. We all got to do better. $5 million? Million! I didn't say thousand. Million! Do y'all know? See, the problem is this. Y'all don't know what $5 million look like. That's the problem. That's the problem. Y'all don't know what $5 million looks like. You don't know how $5 million could change your life, could change his life, could change his life, could change her life. So y'all don't know. That's the problem. The mere fact that he is making millions playing a game and has an amount of wealth that most of us, I don't know why these fucking things are. I went vegan for free. So there's no, thank you, Milton Bond. I don't know what, see, the problem is this. Some of these dudes dabble in weed. Some of these dudes dabble in weed. So they're trying to justify their vice. They're trying to justify their vice. Yo, we used to play b-ball with some weed heads at Boulder Mac Park. That's a fact. But when it came to playing for money, I can't read the rest because I don't know why emojis come up. I don't know what y'all, again, turn the nigga off in you and talk to me on a corporate level. Raiders versus Broncos. John Gruden, you got rid of a pass rusher and you lost because you had no pass rusher. You let Case Keenum sit back there and drive that team directly down the field and kick a field goal and win the game. Yes. And y'all was up. I believe y'all was up 20-0. Something like that, 19-0. The Raiders was up. The Raiders are in big trouble too. The Raiders may win 6 games this year. The Raiders are in trouble. If you're a Raider fan, you're no way. That goddamn garbage wasn't taken out, so make sure all the garbage is picked up. Because you didn't take it to the front of the house. Raiders in trouble. They may finish last place in that division. The Big Blue Dopes versus the Cowboys. Anybody who blames Eli Manning for this loss does not understand football. Don't talk to him. Cut him off ASAP. Gruden is a bum. I'm not saying Gruden is a bum. Gruden is, see, here's the problem. This is what I've learned. If you have absolute power, you have no power. If you have absolute power, you have no power. Look at the people who have absolute power in the past, 10 years. Joe Paterno had absolute power. Donald Trump has had absolute power. Abs- Les Moonves had absolute power. Harvey Weinstein had absolute power. See, when you have absolute power, you become so powerful that you mismanage your power. That's the problem with John Gruden. When John Gruden could walk in the meeting with the ownership of the Raiders and with a straight face say, trade Khalil Mack, oh shit, he done went awry. He done went off the rails. That's that well talked about O-line. Fuck out of here. Showed all that fight during the training camp. They barely played during the training camp. The problem is this again. If you don't have an offensive line, if the most important position on the field is the quarterback. After that, the most important position on the field is the two tackles, the two guards, and the center. That's it. If you don't have those guys, you can't do shit. Trust me. Okay, look at the Super Bowl. Look at all the Super Bowl teams. Look at all the Super Bowl teams. Philadelphia won the Super Bowl last year. They had the best O-line in football last year. I'm saying he's a bum. The Super Bowl was partially his. He didn't build a team. He didn't build a team because he didn't get a chance to build a team. He was building that. He built that Raiders team, and they got rid of him, and they ain't been right since. It's hard to come back and be a head coach after more than a decade away from the game. What about Dick Vermeil? What about Dick Vermeil? Again, his thing is not scheme. His thing is not coaching ability. His thing is he's getting paid $100 million for like 10 years. He's getting paid $100 million. They have a GM, but he's the GM. Oh yes. Do not get it fucked up. He is the GM. You don't pay a guy $100 million for him to not have any say. Not happening. Everything from the economics of the game to the play calling to the athlete is ever evolving. No, he understands the salary cap. That's why, and you know what? I'll be honest with you. Part of me does agree. Part of me does agree with the move. And I'm going to tell you why part of me agrees with the move. If he's thinking how I'm thinking. If you look at the NCAA and you see what's coming out the NCAA this year as far as pass rushes. Like last year was the quarterbacks. This year it is full of pass rushes. You're going to have at least 10 pass rushes coming out of college going to the draft. Okay? Telling you. Part of me does agree. I also don't believe that you can have a top pay, a D tackle. He's not a D tackle, he's an outside backer. But if he is your highest paid guy, he's fucked your salary cap for the next 10 years. Like a Dominican Sue, when he went to Miami and they made it the highest paid D tackle, Miami wasn't good. Aaron Darnold is different because they have a quarterback that's still on a rookie deal. I didn't say it can't be done. I said it's hard. The odds are against them, especially being there. Okay. New England looks regular. Raiders. If you are blaming Eli Manning, don't watch football. Don't watch football. If you can't. Let's do an experiment. Let's do an experiment, people. Get a football. Get any type of ball. Tennis ball. I don't care. Golf ball. Get any type of ball. lay on your back and try to throw that bitch 10 yards accurately. That's Eli Manning. Eli Manning cannot lay on his back and throw a football. He got sacked 6 times. He must have got hit 30 times. He got sacked 6. He must have got hit 30. It's hard to play quarterback like that. His clock is sped up. His time clock in his head is sped up. Listen, I coached that style of defense. An aggressive, blitzing, don't know where we're coming from, outnumbering people style of defense. And sometimes you don't even have to make the sack. You just show them the pressure. You just show them the pressure. And they speed up their clock. They speed up their clock in their head. Sometimes that's better than the sack. New York Giants versus Cowboys. And today's game, I wish Gary was here. Seattle versus the Bears. I'm taking the Bears because Seattle is not the same outside of Seattle. Seattle is not the same outside of Seattle. That's why if they're going to lose, Seattle's going to lose. I want Seattle to win. Because if they win, their turn up ain't going to be as real in Seattle. I think they play the Cowboys next. If Seattle loses, they're going to smash the Cowboys in Seattle. They're going to smash the Cowboys in Seattle. So Chicago wins today because Seattle is just not the same outside of Seattle. Now, Khalil Mack got a week under his belt, and that offensive line from Seattle is dismal. It's piss poor. It's as bad as the Big Blue Dopes. Don't get it twisted. Khalil Mack might put on a show today. That's today's show, people. That's today's show. We went over a lot. Vontaze Davis, you sucker. You a sucker, Vontaze Davis. Those who say Eli Manning's at fault, you don't understand football. What else did we go over? New England, Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon was a weed head yesterday. Josh Gordon was a weed head a month ago. Josh Gordon was a weed head 6 years ago. Josh Gordon was a weed head 10 years ago. Josh Gordon going to be a weed head tomorrow. That trade don't help New England. Dallas defense is for real. Patrick Mahomes, everybody fall back, pump your brakes. They played the Steelers. What else did we cover? There was one more thing I'm missing. One more thing I'm missing. Oh, the Jets are for real. The Jets are for real. Do not get it twisted. The Jets are for real. They came out flat. It's hard to play a highly emotional game and then come back the next week. That is so hard to do. Also, don't forget, this is the last week you can participate. The last week you can participate in the Not Just Sports Buy No Leps contest. This is the last week. You have to get your picks in before Tuesday of next week. After Tuesday of next week, you don't have your picks in, you cannot participate in the Not Just Sports Buy No Leps contest. It is, you got to pick all the division winners in this year's football season, all the division winners. If you pick all the division winners, you will get $250, a hat, and a t-shirt. $250 hat and a t-shirt. This is the last week you can participate. All you have to do is this. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to my YouTube page. like and share my Facebook page. Once you do all of that, inbox me your 8 teams. 8 teams that are going to win the divisions. Once you inbox me your 8 teams, you boom, you are in. Okay? Once you're in, if you go 8-0, 7-1, you can win up to $250, a hat and a t-shirt. It costs you $0. It costs you nothing. All it costs you is some clicks. Okay? Next show, Wednesday, 6 p.m. Women, Wednesday, 6 p.m. April Smith and hopefully Gary Callis will be back in the building. Gary is also down in that storm down south, so I hope everything's okay with him. I'll check on him. Okay, to all my people in North Carolina, stay safe. All my people in North Carolina, stay safe. I'm watching y'all. I got my hand on the pulse. I wish I could help. Okay, all my people in North Carolina, stay safe. Everybody else, enjoy the game. Have a good night. See you Wednesday. Peace. If Gary isn't here, good. Yes, Craig. Yes. You were filling for him. That's a good idea. See you Wednesday. Peace.